So everybody sees these whole boneless roasts going on sale in BJ's, ShopRite, any of your major grocery stores, and they're always wondering what to do with them. And the nice thing is you can get a bunch of meals out of this 10-pound piece of meat. You're going to get a couple roasts and you get a whole bunch of chops, and it's really simple. Figure out about how big a roast you want. Generally for my family of 4 plus leftovers, I'm looking for about the first 6-8 inches of the front of the roast. And for this you're going to need a nice sharp cleaver or a nice sharp knife. So there's our first roast. Now for this part, this is about where the second roast is going to start. But these are going to be pork chops. It's going to be easier cutting the pork chops first before we cut off this last roast. So we're going to set this guy off first, and now we're going to start cutting our pork chops. Now, it really depends on how big a chop you want, how much meat you want in your life, how fast you want it to cook. If you're doing stuffed pork chops, you're looking for a 1-inch cut. If you're looking for everyday servings, someplace between 1/4 and 3/8 of an inch is going to be a good serving size for most people. So right there is about 3/8 of an inch, and we're going to make our first cut. And just keep going from there. Just try to make your cuts uniform. Again, a nice sharp knife is important. Make sure your fingers stay clear of the knife. And I just keep cutting based on the number of meals I want. So 4 chops, 4 people, 1 meal. So there we've got 2 meals plus a roast, and it looks like we're going to get at least a few more chops out of this. So we're going to leave this last piece as another roast. Now, once you're ready for the roast, you're going to want to tie these guys up. This is cotton butcher's twine, and as you can see, I buy the large economy roll. I ordered this through Amazon, so there's their free plug. Now to tie these guys up, you want to make a butcher's knot, so go under once, go under twice, pull it tight, and now you just do another overhand knot. And we're going to do this 2 more times. Now, when you're cooking these, this works out really well if you start these guys by browning them on all sides in a cast iron skillet. Turn your oven on to 350. And then once it's browned, just transfer the entire cast iron skillet to the oven. And in about an hour, measure the temp. It should be up to 165 degrees. Once you reach 165 internal, you're done. Take it off the heat, take it out of the oven, let it sit for about 15 minutes, and then you can carve it. And this works out really well with a basic pork gravy or with a hunter's gravy. So there we go, there's one done. We're going to do the same thing with the other one. Now if you notice, I'm trying to keep this hand clean so I can handle things. This hand is the one that's been touching the pork all the time. Alright. So we're going to do the same thing with this one. 1, 2, 3 strings, and tie our butcher's knot. And I promise, if you like these videos and you want to see more, I'll actually get better lighting. Maybe even a better camera. Alright, so last one. Got these all tied up. And that's it, we're ready for the freezer.